thing keeps cutting, gosh darn it. And what I realized about what those guys were doing when they would just observe and then not follow up or anything, just say hi, nice to meet you, all right, and then they might just head out after watching me do a couple drills. What they were trying to do was see if they wanted to represent me. So it doesn't mean just because they don't sign you right on the spot, they don't come and talk to you right on the spot, it doesn't mean that they're not watching. And a lot of these guys, these young guys out of college, they don't get it. They think, oh, if they don't talk to me right now, they ain't watching. So F this, F that guy, I'm done with that guy. People are always watching you. Whether that be your friend, your family, your school coach, everybody knows somebody. And if you care about making it to the next level, you will use that to your advantage. Oh, you guys know this person? I'm gonna make an Instagram video so that you guys can see I'm always working. Oh, you guys know this person? I'm gonna make a YouTube video and start sharing it with people and start, networking with guys here at the facility, asking them, how did they do this? How did they meet this? You're gonna start opening up the market for yourself. But if you don't open that door, who's gonna walk through it? Who's gonna help you, right? So anyways, after a while, they did come up and talk to me and they said, hey, we've been seeing you train. We've heard a lot of great things about you. Notice, I didn't start training until January 1st. So you got to put in some work before they can even recognize you. And that's a late sign. That's a late sign because like I said, you want to be signed with an agent after your senior season. So that's what, September, October, November, December, whenever your last game is, that's when the agents are like, looking around. I was getting signed January, February. That's when the NFL's already looking at their top draft prospects. So the real reason that I was looking for representation was because I wanted people that might be able to get those connections that I wouldn't have initially. Because that is what the agent is gonna offer. He's gonna offer not only monetary value, some agents will pay for your stuff, some won't. Oh, before we go forward with that, don't pay your agent nothing up front. If your agent is requiring, or asking for you to pay him right now to market you, then that is not a good agent. Because he should get paid when you get paid. Dude, I should be doing some commercials because that was good. But for real, what kind of agent is gonna tell an athlete, hey, if you want to work with me, I'm gonna need you to pay me. That's some broke, that agent is broke. That's what that means. Because if he's real and he knows what he's doing, and that's the thing, there's an experience drop. Some of these agents have a lot of experience, have a lot of contacts. Some of them know nobody. Some of them are just starting, man. Some of them were athletes that didn't make it. So you got to do your research and find out who your person is that's representing you, who the company is, because it's not always just one person. Sometimes it's a group, sometimes it's a firm, sometimes they got different people passing things off. So anyways, they talked to me, they let me know that they were interested, but they also were honest with me. They did say I was a small school guy. They did say it was going to be hard to convert me from a defensive outside linebacker, defensive end from college to a linebacker in the NFL. Mostly because of my small school and my size, like 6'1", 235 linebacker. Any small school, you gotta do everything and some to even get your shot. So he knew what he was getting, but he knew what he was willing to put in. He knew the effort that it was gonna take. And I saw that because I asked the questions. I asked too many questions when I signed. And the reason I ask too many questions is because when you're signing with an agent, that is like signing your social security, your bank account, your tax information. That is like signing that away to somebody else. Because a lot of these big time athletes, they don't even know what they're signing. And that's when they get screwed over by a dude, because this guy was controlling your money. This guy was controlling your financial advisor. This guy knew where everything was going, and he was just telling you, hey, you're the athlete, don't worry about nothing else. You play football, we'll take care of the rest. They're gonna tell you that, but you really gotta keep your mind right, keep your mind open, and know that, yo, if this is my business, Why should I not know about it? Why should I not be aware of where money's going, who's putting the money in, who's taking the money out? So anyways, I asked a lot of questions so that I could watch out for myself, because I'd never done this before. I don't have any family to talk to about this. I don't have any resources. It's a very weird world, man. You don't want to be talking to athletes at training being like, yo bro, is this how the agent stuff works? Because that is a very weird conversation. Like, people don't want to talk about their money. People don't want to talk about, you know, whether their agent's treating them right, whether their agent's treating them wrong, because to be honest, the majority of these agents ain't doing people right. And the only reason I say that is because look at the drop off on all the guys that make it and all the guys that don't make it. I'm pretty sure there's more guys that haven't made it. And those guys are probably thinking they didn't get the best representation. This agent didn't care about them. He didn't put the money in, he didn't invest. There's plenty of reasons why. But that comes down to you finding the guy or woman, because there are women agents, female agents, finding the person that's going to represent you the way you want to be represented. And what they told me was, I would take care of my training. I would pay for it. I would invest in myself so that I could have a potential possibility to get in the NFL. Now what they were going to do was make sure that I had an opportunity to get in the CFL. So I signed with one NFL agent and he partnered with a CFL agent, okay? And one guy did a lot of the NFL work and one guy did a lot of the CFL work. So I was blessed, because the only reason I got my opportunity in the CFL was because of two reasons. One, I had highlight film that showed who I was, what class I was, and that I was looking to be an NFL draft prospect. You guys need to understand, the CFL doesn't want people that are trying to play in the CFL. Who does the CFL want? They want guys that are trying to play in the NFL. So you gotta make sure that you look like an NFL draft prospect if you really wanna play in the CFL. They're not gonna take somebody that's a lower tier athlete. They're gonna take a guy that they think they could steal away from the NFL, that the NFL might not be seeing. They're gonna take those guys, those diamonds in the rough, right? So anyways, that really helped, because I had teams that were asking if I wanted to sign in the CFL before the NFL. And that gave me some leverage, some ability to say, no, I want to continue with the pro day. I want to try and get in the NFL first. I will come back to talk to the CFL after I find out my faith with the NFL. NFL guy was there to talk to scouts when I went to my pro day. He's the one that's gonna, you know, find out if he can get you in a mini camp. He's gonna find out if he can get you seen or speaking with a coach. He's gonna find out what he has to do, who he has to talk to, so that when you are training, when you're doing your warm up, when you're running your 40, that's the main reason you need an agent. But I don't think you need an agent. Those are the benefits of having an agent, right? So I think I got a little off topic from the initial question. I do think I added value with answering those things though. How do you find an agent? I think I told you to reverse engineer it. I think I told you to network. I think I told you to promote yourself, because then they're gonna find you. But if you guys wanna explicitly find agents, it's really easy. It's actually, you could do it in 1 minute. I'm gonna do it right now. Here we go. So, what you wanna do is you wanna Google NFL PA, right? Hold on, I'm gonna record my screen so you guys can see this live. Live and direct by ItsGrawVez. Dude, I should be getting paid by the NFL and the CFL for marketing them so much. All right, so NFL Players Association is what that stands for. And they're an organization that works in the best interest to make sure that athletes are treated correctly, as well as the people managing the athletes, right? So they're basically the NCAA for the NFL. And the reason I say NFL PA is because if you're looking for a CFL agent, I would start off, if you're doing this seriously, start off looking for an NFL agent. Why would you just go for the CFL? I don't know, that's just the way I think. This is a personal opinion. So look for an NFL agent, man. So anyways, NFL PA, right? There's a button that says agents. Click on agents. And the reason I'm walking you through this, because I know a lot of you guys let's be honest, guys. Some of you guys are too damn lazy. Like, it's Google, man. So anyways, you go to agent search. Still walking you through it. I'm just laughing because some of y'all are really lazy. And look, if I want to find an agent in Colorado, go to Colorado. Oh, let's look up an agent in Texas. Dude, this is promotion. I should be getting paid by these agents. Dude, do I know how to find T? Where's T? A, B, C. Oh, T, right here. So I'm looking up Texas, right? Click search. Look, you can even do it by city, zip code, name. You can look up your family's name, see if they got an agent. And look, 60 agents in Texas. I'm not gonna read these names. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. And what this site allows you to do, it allows you to see the record of the agent. So just like when they pull you over and a cop says license and registration, so that they can find out if you have previous offenses, you can look up the agents on NFLPA. It has every single agent because they have to register through the NFLPA, and you can find out who does he actively have signed. How many players has he gotten contracts? Has he had any previous issues with the NFL? And I would start off with that. You can Google that name. You can find out the agency that they work for, that they own, that they represent. You can find out the athletes that they represent. The list goes on. And it's all about doing your due diligence, doing your research, and finding out what you want. Maybe you don't want an agent in Colorado. Maybe you don't want an agent in Texas. But if you want to find an agent, you got to put in the work on the field and off the field. Let me see, am I missing anything else? Oh, the last little piece that I will add is I got a really good friend. You've seen him in a video before. And shoot, I'll give you a shout out, Gabe. Gabe, I love it because he didn't wait on somebody to find him. Gabe, man, the battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna go real quick. Gabe went out of his way to find an agent by all means necessary. So what Gabe did was he flew out to the NFL Pro Bowl games, the scouting Senior Bowl games. He went out to those games and he put on a suit, tux, and everything, and he started looking for scouts. He started looking for agents. He started marketing himself like he was a businessman, because it is a business. He put his name out there. He went through the NFLPA. He looked up every agent, contacted them, called them, sent him his film, let them know who he was. And guess what? He got a list of no's. He got a lot of people saying, I'm not gonna represent you. I probably don't believe in you. I don't think you can make it. This ain't happening, kid. And then guess what? He called back some of them reached out back, and one agent, all it takes is one agent said, hey man, I believe in you. It's not gonna be easy, but I'd like to be your agent. And that's a great way to end this effing video, baby. Woo! If you put in the work, if you do the hard research, if you put yourself out there, if you fly yourself out there, put on that tux, talk to them, and be like, this is what I'm gonna do and this is how I'm gonna do it, you can get an agent. That's how you find an agent. Woo! I felt good, baby. All right, so I'm gonna end this video with a bang. Y'all make sure that if you like this video, do what you want. Listen to your heart, man. If you want to subscribe, if you want to like, if you want to support me, listen to your heart, because that's all I'm doing. Check me out on Instagram at ItsGrawVez. That's me. Check my brand out, swag, on Enjoy the Grind. That's at Enjoy the Grind. And last but not least, with everything you do in life, make sure you enjoy the grind. Oh, I hurt myself. Damn it.